Also tuning in with Coach Kizzy at Majestic Life Solutions. So I was gonna do the affirmations, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do because see how my little tooth be showing at the bottom. I don't care. I don't care. Look. I don't care. Listen, it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? Because because they ain't gonna grow back. I can't say that because that'll be a storyteller. I'll be a storyteller if I say it's gonna grow back, knowing that I'm telling the story. But no, it's not gonna grow back like that. But anyways, this it's not for this. So it's gonna be signs that God is testing your faith. Okay. So I was just on the video that I just did before this. I don't know if you guys can hear me because the fan going. And I'm not cutting it off. So you just got to work with me, okay? so so increased changes, right? He increased changes. You may experience a series of unexpected difficulties or obstacles that seem beyond your control. Oh, say it. Listen, listen. Say it one more time. So this like in the storm. Whoever in the storm with me, whatever, you got to listen to this too. When God is testing your faith, listen to what I'm telling you. When God is testing your faith, you may experience a series of unexpected difficulties and obstacles that seem beyond your control. You understand? So therefore, we can't control it. So the insight of it, these challenges may serve as opportunities for growth. So listen to this. Listen to this. So he tests your faith. We in a storm. We in a storm together. So I talk to y'all guys. Okay. Okay. So I'm just, I keep it 100. Okay. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. So if we're in a storm together, so I can talk to you through the storm. You understand? So you put me in a storm. Let's talk about it. So he tests your faith, just like how a lot of people in this storm, we all jumping over obstacles. Wait, it's so many difficulties. Like we seem like we ain't gonna never get out of it, but God testing your faith. Let's talk about it. God is testing your faith. So it's road bumps. Just like road bumps when you guys take me through something and I just don't do exactly what you want me to do. These are obstacles. It's difficulties. Because I'm gonna be difficult. I'm gonna be difficult in the storm. I'm gonna be difficult. Because the things that I don't do, I'm not gonna do it. You understand what I'm saying? So he tests your faith like that. Another one is feeling spiritually dry. Spiritually dry. You may find it hard to connect with your spiritual practices. Feelings distant from God. This can be a test to encourage you to seek deeper understanding and commitment. So God wants you to commit to him. He don't want you to listen. God wants you to commit to him, not commit to the storm. You in the storm, but he wants you to commit. He wants you to commit to him. He wants you to commit to him. This is all how he tests you on your faith. That's why I can't worry about what's going on in the storm. I know I'm in the storm. Listen, say it again. I know I'm in the storm, but I can't worry about what's going on because the commitment that I have with the Most High God, listen, the commitment that I have with the Most High God, knowing that he's going to take care of this storm. He tests your faith. So unanswered prayers. Oh, let's talk about that. Because a lot of people, when I talk about this all the time about unanswered prayers, when it's let me just read it. Okay, so unanswered prayers. You may be praying for something important, yet feels that your prayers go unanswered, right? That's what a lot of us be feeling like sometimes. Like our prayers go unanswered. But he tests your faith. These are signs that God is testing your faith. You understand what I'm saying? So this can be a way to teach patience and trust, reminding you that timing is not always aligned with your desires. So you got to understand that whatever desire that you prayed about, whatever things that you everything that you done prayed about, and you go ask God tomorrow, why you haven't answered this? Because you don't have faith. Listen, when you pray and put it in his hands. You pray and put it in God's hand and leave it there and let him work it out for you. That's how he tests your faith. Doubts and questions. Because a lot of people always have a lot of questions. You understand? Questions. So you go seek for questions and you doubt that prayer. You understand what I'm saying? You be doubting that prayer like, oh my God, he's not gonna never answer my prayer. Listen, faith. Faith. You gotta have faith. In everything, every situation that you come across in life, you got to walk with faith. You got to walk with faith in your life. Because if you don't have faith, you don't have nothing. So doubts and questions, you may begin to question your beliefs. Listen, say it again. Doubts and questions. You may begin to question your beliefs and face doubts about your faith journey. So then you be like, okay, you know what? This is what you be like. You be like, man, I know I got faith. I know I got faith, but things just not happening right. You know what I'm saying? These are your doubts. So when you start questioning yourself, when you start questioning yourself, those come your doubts. That means you don't have faith. Say it one more time. When you start questioning yourself and you start saying, man, like I know I prayed and man, things are still not working. If you worry about it, that means you have no faith. You have no faith in the Most High God that He can do it for you. Come on now. Come on, somebody. Talk back to me. I'm talking to you. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. You cannot doubt what God is doing in your life. You cannot doubt that. So when you start questioning yourself, this where your faith, you lose faith. You lose your faith because you questioning yourself. He heard you questioning yourself. He want to know that if you're gonna wait patiently enough that to until he answered that prayer that you have put in his hands and you supposed to have left it there. He want to see if you have that faith. Understand that. Changes in relationships. You might experience conflicts or shift in your relationships, leading to feelings of isolation. These changes can be tested to help you learn forgiveness, compassion, and the importance of people. I'm gonna say people. I'm gonna say people. It's a community, but people. Okay. So think about the changes. The changes. When I say changes, that's the changes within you. That's why you should want to go in isolation. That's why you should want to be away from a lot of people, because a lot of people will bring your faith into questioning yourself. Say it again. A lot of people will bring your faith into questioning yourself. You don't want to question yourself because you not already prayed about what you were prayed about. So you let negative forces get into your brain, and then you start questioning yourself, and God start looking at you like, this person don't have faith in me. Know that the impossible, and He gonna show you the possible. Come on now. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Cause you done got me crunk over here. So I'm over here. I'm down here. I'm down here. Because I don't understand about this faith that people do not have in it. Because if you don't have faith in God, that means you don't even do you love God? Also, increased temptations, like what this child is doing to me in here. Listen to what I tell you. I'll just keep it 100 with everybody. Increase your temptations because he wants to know God. Understand that. Increase your temptation. You may encounter temptations that challenge your values and beliefs. It that challenged my beliefs. You understand what I'm saying? But I walk right back in my room. You understand? I walk right back in my room because I know what the enemy has a plan and plot for me. I walk back in my room because I'm not gonna doubt myself. I'm not gonna be tempted over a child. I'm into grown man, not a child. Grown man. Get your act right. The insights, overcoming these temptations can strengthen your resolve and commitment to your faith. To your faith. To whoever has temptation. Temptation is lusting, looking out for something. Let me tell you, you can when you lust and out for somebody that start tempting you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you one thing and two things for certain. When you start lusting out for somebody, you start seeing them in a different type of way. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? That's what that is. He tests you on those type of things too. So these ugly people in this community, just because somebody in the storm with me have dealt with something with a child, let me tell you one thing in this storm. Let me tell you in this storm right now, and you listen to what I got to say to you, because I'm not going to play with you. Not now, individual in this storm with me. I'm not going to play with you, but I'm going to tell you, you're tempted. Your temptations, what got you in this storm right now. Understand what I tell you and I speak out my mouth. Your temptations, the one got you in this storm right now. The thing says when you're married, commit adultery, and you know you're not supposed to be doing that. That was the person that you met. You was tempted. That is temptation. So that's what got you in this storm. Sense of restlessness. Okay, so you might feel a sense of dissatisfaction or restlessness in your current situation. This restlessness can prompt you to seek new paths and opportunities growth. Okay, so just think about if you in isolation, your restlessness, like my restlessness off this storm. Off this storm. Just a storm. Off this storm. So it's put me in it put me in the to seek a new path, to follow God's journey, right? It put give me an opportunity for growth. They might think they did something about, oh, I don't want nobody to see him. It's okay that don't nobody see me. It's okay that don't nobody see me. But they pushed me to an opportunity. They gave me a opportunity to grow, and I thank them. I thank them. You know, it's things that you have to understand. I thank them. I thank you so much. That's something I can tell you. I thank you. I thank you. So you got to stay committed. Stay committed. Stay committed. Period. Stay committed. Continue your spiritual practices. That's me. Continue. Stay committed. Dedication. Be dedicated to something that you want to be consistent to. Okay. Continue your spiritual practice, such as prayer, meditation, and reading spiritual texts to maintain your connection of God. So that's just say, for instance, you see something on a billboard that's connected to God, or you get on your computer, your phone, or whatever. Just start looking at like quotes, different type things. Stay connected. Stay committed to them. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in the storm have winked off of God. Ooh, have winked off of God. And when I say winked off of him, that means they went in their own path. They went in their own path and pushed me to the path. Oh, I'm gonna say it like that. They went off. Listen, because you got pastors and preachers and spiritual singers and all that stuff. They went off the path and pushed me into the path. That's a great feeling. You understand what I'm saying? They winked off of God, but they gave me more commitment, time, and understanding of what God wants from me. They pushed me to the path that I need to leave. That's why I say I thank them. I thank you, because who knows where this I would have been. I probably would have done this. You never know. You can't say. I don't know. But so write down your thoughts and feelings to gain clarity and insight into your experiences. Okay. Engage with a community or mentors who can provide guidance and encouragement. Right here. You need my help? I got you. I got you. Understand that. Oh, my knees. Recognize that tests may not have immediately uh, uh, resolutions. Okay, and trust in the process of your growth. Trust in the process. Trust the process. Recognizing signs that God may be testing your faith can be transmotive experiences. Embrace these moments as opportunities for personal and spiritual growth, knowing that each test is a step towards a deeper understanding of your faith and purpose. If you have any questions and want to dive deeper into this topic, feel free to ask me or contact me. Contact me. You know, it is. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, but you always gotta understand this. Ooh, I'm gonna stand up for a little bit because I've been sitting down. My little shirt probably got a little dimple in it. So you gotta understand this also. And I'm talking on both sides. So you gotta understand this. Oh, that's why it's like that. I'll put that one on. Okay. So understand this. When you start elevating in life, or when you go on your spiritual path or whatever, when you start going on your spiritual path. So always remember new levels, new devils. New levels, new devils. So, because God gonna lead you down the path. But you're gonna have to understand also, you're gonna have to understand this. You have to understand this. When you going down the path, you're gonna be tested by Satan. Regardless if you're in a storm or not, you're still gonna be tested by him. That's just how life goes. You're gonna be tested by him to see if he can put you in his kingdom, and you don't want to go in that kingdom. You want to follow the Most High God. That's the kingdom that you want to be in. You want to him to lead your way. You don't want Satan to lead your way, because if you want Satan to lead your way, then hey, that's on your that's your path in life, I want each and every one of you individuals that this come across screen. I want each and every one of you individuals to follow Christ. Follow Christ and start understanding what He wants